Hello, Julius. Today we have a journey to regional to the end of the year deck. Got back into the game in I would say mid June, May. Um, Made this deck out of cards out of a fucking binder. Cards I already had. Kind of went like a sealed only, trade only, buy only to get cards that are good in the meta. Eventually taking out a regional and see how everything went so far. And yeah, let's get right into it. Kind of want to talk about some things that happened at regional, and I know I'm talking way hella late about this, but I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable with the deck now that it's retired now. I haven't used it. I moved on to a new deck, new year, new deck, new balance, new deck. So let's get into it. What the final thing is. Not even organize it. Alright, sorry for the excuse for the tardiness, but I had to organize the cards. And yeah, so here's Gores. We used one Gores. We had two, and then we kind of like switched back and forth. We did a lot of like switching Nibiru. Most of these are like meta cards. Ace in the Hole was Slifer the Sky Dragon. I actually got to summon him once, and this was against Rocket deck. He was not expecting this. He went first. I summoned him second turn, and after that, every monster he summoned hit the grave. If you don't know his effect, every time a monster is summoned that is 2,000 or any monster summoned, it loses 2,000 attack, and it reaches zero, it hits the grave. So most of the time, he couldn't even keep a monster on board, and that's how I won. And to top it off, that he just started his journey with 3 structure decks, so I feel like that kind of helped. But I mean, we did get a summon Slifer once. I mean, this card was an MVP most of the time. Vampire. In other words, my opponent would attack. I either had him, her, or Gores, and usually they were not expecting this. They would option not to attack, stop attack, breaker. Just one of my favorite monsters. Just to normal summon him, take off, get rid of something. Wind Wage special summon. I could never get a second copy, just to add another second copy. And her effect came a lot, many times to burn your opponent, which was kind of helpful in some situations. Carrying Bandit to get some traps in hand, such as Red Reboot, uh, Infinite Impermanence, if I had any, if I ever even fucking got it from a booster set. That's why Carry Bandit was here. Uh, Nightmare, Corrupted Ibli, just, it could summon a Link monster. Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries just to hit anything they might have, such as Phoenix or Cerberus or Warlords or Dragon. You never know. Ghost Bell hits stuff in the grave. Yeah, and this theme of the deck is nothing but supers and secrets, so that's what you see a ton of. And we use 3 card supers to get the deck going. This is a 60 card deck build, so getting to our key cards is kind of difficult. So I mean, I had 3 card troopers. Fuck it, why not? And I used them, and I mean, there was one duel where I machine duplication them and went for the card trooper OTK. I milled 9, and that was pretty much game. Effect builder 2, just another hand trap. Ash. Majestic Fiend, if I kind of want to go to a tribute stun kind of build, and I do have like 2 special summon tokens, so I'll just summon a token, tribute, boom, kind of just sit back a little bit. Then I have Meteor the Time Lord, again, just trying to face the meta, and key meta monsters are all around, like Blackwing, Steam the Cloak, the Shudo, just another like, if it hits the grave, Fable, monsters that special summon themselves from the graveyard. Raiden, Tuner, Necrogarna, Save Our Asses, Tour Guide to get our current bandit. It was at 1, but now it's at 2. DD Assailant, remove stuff. Cyber, as per, take a look at their hand, what they're even doing, if we're go option to go first. If they make us go first, if we draw into this, we see what they're doing, kind of see how Gauntlet E4 is kind of a beatdown style deck. Another Lightsworn, just the tuner, just to get the deck going. Spawn track card removal, Cosmic Cyclone. Once we know what they're playing, we can guess what they have. DD Detonator. Like I was talking, special summon tokens, tribute flutter, like Queen Sanctuary. Then we have cost down, lowered. This game kind of helpful. Like I lowered a monster's. I think it was Massive Fiend. I lowered his level by 4, and my opponent was just like kind of stunned that I summoned it just like that. So release, get rid of their freaking your opponent's graveyard and anything. That's why we're running 2. The machine duplication for card trooper, the dark hole, get rid of stuff, card destruction, new hand, overdone burial, to search, bring back a monster, link flutter, get rid of back row. This was a nice little tech. This kind of saved my butt. Maybe 2 duels that I can remember now. A Quiet Life, Monster Reborn, bring back something. Again, the two other tokens didn't organize them good. So it's 3. God Cyclone, it hits the grave. It's still good, still viable. Another Quiet Life. Some of my monsters will get banished, or I'll bring them back for a turn. Solemn Warning, hit anything. We were using 2 red baby boots, but it's at 1, so I mean we don't use the deck anymore, so it's just sitting here. Imperial Order, another wire tap. There can only be 1. Crackdown, Grave Robber, kind of nice little tech, just to take your opponent's spell cards and use it as your own. If you're going against like Sky Strikers, good little tech. Dimensional Barrier, hit, anything, synchros, rituals, fusions, XCs, evenly matched, good card, compose, send anything back. Starlight Road, this came up once. Time Space Trap Hole, Torrential, the other barrier, and this little force checkpoint. Just because I thought it was funny, yeah. But yeah, that was the final item of the deck. But here we go. We have the deck list of the LA Regional and where we went. So we're kind of different. 3 card trooper, different. We took cards in and out all the time. Now this is the side deck. What they went. Here's the rest of the monsters. They kind of got mad at me because they thought I used. Actually, these are my own. I fucking brought my own. They were tripping about it because I took 2 of them, and I was like, well, I brought these from home. Like yours don't have the red. Yours were all black. So they're like, oh, okay. And then like, oh, for the next time you just write here. And I was like, well, I write in marker, so. I mean, if you want me to bleed, if you want me to write right here, I can. Just, that's why I use 2, because I brought my own, so it's mine. Anyways, let's get into the extra deck. Yeah. Weird ass deck, huh? 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Livier, 1 Castell, 1 Roach. This looks like the Dual Devastator freaking extra deck. Topological Bomber Dragon, Curious, Cerberus, Phoenix, Aetea, Star Eater. That came once and it kind of saved my butt, but then I got rid of it. Crimson Breeder, Stardust Dragon, and I like Justice Castaster. To the side, the other Nibiru, 2 Denko Sekas, the other Effect Ruler, Dark Ruler no more, triple Defusions. This was a Thunder Dragon and, Chain Disappearance, New and Void, and Break Off Trap Hole. So yeah, that was the deck, the final one. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the deck. I just was like, I want to get back in the game and just I didn't really have like I sold my whole entire card just before all this. I thought I was gonna quit, but then I came back and I really enjoyed it this time around. I'm really enjoying it this time around, and I didn't have any at deck engines. I just had a binder full of all these cards, and I just decided let's fucking make a deck. Just supers and secrets. Let's go for it. We went to locals. We didn't have a ton of wins. We had a few wins, a few buys, a few ties, and yeah, we just some decks we defeated were Rockets. You know, Sky. We did defeat a Sky Striker deck that was kind of just because we had Imperial Order. We just had a lot of outs to it and just back and forth. That was the most competitive match I ever had. That was the Sky Striker. It was back and forth. Decks I always had a trouble with was True Dime. Anything, in other words, that I couldn't get to my cards. But yeah, I had so much fun with this deck, and now I'm working on a new deck that will be shown. If you guys want to copy the same deck, go for it. It's right there. You guys can, take out what you guys don't. Just, give credit when credit's due. I was the inventor of this deck, so if you use it, give credit when credit's due. Then you found it here on Alistair's dueling channel. Yeah, if you guys did not know, Alistair is one of my favorite anime from the Yu-Gi-Oh show. Even though he has like 5 episodes in the whole game, in the whole show, his deck is like couple cards, but I mean he's one of my favorite characters, and yeah, you guys can call me Alistair. Gay.